What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to do a DIY Tarantula Island. I've seen plenty of videos online, but everybody takes too damn ass long to get to it, so here we go. First things first, it needs to be after 7 p.m. because that is the only time that they spawn. You're going to want to go to a Nook Island, and to get to a Nook Island, you have to redeem 2,000 Nook Miles for a Nook Miles ticket at the Nook Miles terminal. So this is the only part of the entire guide that does take some form of luck. So essentially what needs to happen is you need to get sent to an island with as few elevated places as possible. If you get a bunch, honestly, you can still perform this method, it's just going to take much longer. Realistically, you don't have to take anything to the island, but you're going to want to take an axe and at least a net. If you're lucky, you'll get to an island where you don't need to vault, but sometimes you will need to. I've gone to plenty where I did need the vaulting pole and I used it the whole time. What you're going to want to do is destroy every single thing on the island. You need to chop down every tree and rip out every stump, destroy every rock, pull every flower. The one thing that you might want to do is actually take the resources from the rocks, and that is because you're going to go through tools. You're going to want to build new tools. So if you don't want to be stuck with a flimsy net, then you're going to want to keep the iron and pull the iron from the rocks. But other than that, you're free to destroy everything else. Once you've gotten everything collected and in your inventory, what I typically do is I go to the corner of one of the beaches and I just drop everything from my inventory to where I only have what I absolutely need. So it's taken me about 15 minutes from the moment I left my house to me having the entire island clear and ready to start the method. So that kind of gives you a perspective on how long this will take. I usually find that it takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half to have a full inventory of tarantulas. If you've done it correctly, the only things that will spawn are crickets, giant water bugs, wharf roaches, and tarantulas. I usually keep 1 or 2 coconut trees up so I can snag atlas moths. You do not need to do this, and if you don't do this, it'll honestly make it quicker. I just like to do it because they still get you a good amount of money and they don't take nearly as long as tarantulas. So if you're doing this right, up to 2 different insects will spawn at once, but only 2. I've never seen more than 2 spawn, so it could be any combination of those 4 bugs spawning 2 at a time. As far as I know, new bugs will immediately spawn when they leave your field of view, if that makes sense. So if I run to the corner to scare off a wharf roach, another bug will spawn outside of my field of view. Crickets will spawn anywhere in the grass. All you need to do is run over them and they'll fly away. Wharf roaches will only spawn on the rocks, and sometimes they're hard to see, so just keep running in circles and make it a habit to run to those rocks to see if the wharf roaches have spawned. Giant water bugs are by far the most annoying little sons of bitches that are going to spawn. You can't scare these bugs off, you actually have to catch them, which is super annoying because sometimes you can't even catch them from where you are, and you have to sit there and wait for them to come to you. But like I said, only 2 bugs can spawn at a time, so if you have 2 giant water bugs sitting in the little lake, no other bugs are going to spawn, which means no tarantulas will spawn. So you have to catch these. The reason you want to stay away from elevated surfaces is because bugs can spawn on the top, including tarantulas. It's possible to get them and they can even jump down, but it's going to make it harder all around. So you want an island with very few elevated surfaces. Anyways, just keep running in circle like a jackass, scaring off any bugs and catching giant water bugs, and sooner or later, tarantulas will start spawning. My favorite method to catch them is get them to chase me, and once I get a good enough distance, I will turn around quickly and swing my net. Like I said, this method can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. I think on this one I did about an hour and 10 minutes to get a full inventory, but like I said, it's 100% legit and it does work. Once you get back to your island, if you didn't already know this, you can wait for Flick to appear and sell the bugs for 1.5 times the amount of bells that Nook's Cranny will buy them for. That means once you get a full inventory, you can sell them for 480,000 bells to Flick. Even if you end up not getting tarantulas, atlas moths and giant water bugs both sell for pretty pennies at Nook's Cranny and with Flick. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, let me know if it worked. Like the video, show your friends, I don't care, and check out the other video on my channel. This is literally my 2nd video I've ever made, and I hope that you like it. Thanks, guys.